We're keeping an eye on Terre Haute, and that is the first Friday of every month. We sit down with Terre Haute Mayor Duke Bennett and talk about all the different things that are going on in the city. Good morning, Mayor. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Abby.
Now let's first talk a little bit about lots of road construction, lots of projects going on in the Wabash Valley, and because we really haven't had any rain, you've been able to get some of these up and going. First, let's talk a little bit about last time you were here, we talked about Wabash Avenue. Kind of update us on where that is right now.
Well, we had a little bit of a delay as we were working on some additional pieces to it. You know, we were working on ADA compliance of the corners, basically to be able to get, you know, handicap ramps addressed properly, some drainage issues, some things as we kind of started putting it together when we talked last time. We thought we had most of it worked out, but we found a few more things we needed to address. So it needed to be put into the plan. We also had to work with Wabash Valley Asphalt, who became, you know, once they became the vendor on that, the contractor to do the work, to get that in their schedule. And so you got a kind of couple things going on because the weather has been so, you know, dry. It hasn't affected any of the construction projects. So, you know, everybody's clamoring for asphalt, if you will, at the same time. And you know, we finally got through all that, and the work is getting started. So that's an exciting project for us, just because it's such a major, you know, thoroughfare through the city, and it needs that attention.
Do you think maybe the next couple of weeks we'll see some work starting?
Yeah, you should see work starting pretty soon here, with, you know, pretty much immediately in the next couple of days. We had just a few week delay there, but we're on track now, and they should be going. You should see signs going up and people routing that eastbound traffic over to Ohio. Westbound traffic will still be fine, and you know, it'll be a little bit kind of a mess for a couple months, but you know, we'll get it.
And what about Margaret Avenue? It's
moving along really well too. You know, we're trying to get them to focus back on 7th and Margaret as much as we can, because that's the big bottleneck there. You know, it's ahead of schedule right now because of the weather, which is good. They have to be done by next March. That's what the contract calls for, everything to be completed. But the asphalt plant will close, you know, December 1st, as it does every year. And so we're hopeful that they'll get the majority of the work done by December, and then they'll just have to come back and do some cleanup work or landscaping in the spring. So it should be open this winter.
And then you'll start on another phase at that point?
The section from 7th to 14th is under design right now, and it'll take into the first of the year to get that design completed and property acquisition and those processes to take their course. Sometime next year, then we'll go out to bid with that. It's possible construction could start in the fall of next year, but it could be the spring of the following year, only because of the timing of the, you know, you never know what you're going to run into with property acquisition. So.
Now let's talk a little bit about a big event coming up next week, National Night Out. This is always a fun event for everybody.
It is, and it grows every year. I tell you, people just come out of the woodwork for it, and it seems like it's always one of the hottest days of the year. It just never fails. But, you know, everything is free. It's so much fun to interact with our local law enforcement, and there'll be some people from the fire department there, and EMS, and it's just an opportunity to go around and visit the different booths. They all have giveaways. There's games to play. You know, just a lot of fun things, and it's all free, and I think that's what people really appreciate, that we have a community event. They can bring their whole family, and it doesn't cost them anything, and they have a lot of fun. So, you know, we encourage everybody to come out on Tuesday night. You know, we're in the top 10 of cities our size in the nation of attendance, and, you know, every year it goes up. So we'd love to see a few more people come out this year and, you know, just solidify that it's a great community event.
And it's going to take place where, so people know?
Fairbanks Park, and you can't miss it. You just come down to Fairbanks Park on Tuesday night, and it'll be completely packed, and there'll be plenty of places to park, but it just, the vendors and things grow every year too, so the whole area that you walk through is just, it's pretty amazing.
Well, thank you very much, Mayor. If you have an idea of your own for a community segment, just go to our community page at WTHI-TV.com.